my name's Travis. I'm from Preston. It's near Manchester in England. I came over not yesterday, the day before, and had the operation yesterday, and then they've took the bandages off today, which I'm very pleased about. I first heard about Istanbul through one of my friends who's a tattoo artist who does me tattoos. As you can see, I'm covered in them. He was actually going to come over with me before the pandemic happened, and then Turkey went on the red list, so we had it booked in and then it got cancelled. So I've come over after Turkey's been took off the red list, and I'm able to go back home and not quarantine, so we've come over. So first of all, I was greeted at the airport of Istanbul. The driver greeted me there with my name card, and he took me to the Mercedes shuttle bus where they took me to this hotel. On the way there, he had a conversation with me and explained any questions that I asked him, which he was very informative. And then once we got to the hotel, it was quite late at night, it was about 7 o'clock. He recommended some good restaurants to go to, and there is a shopping mall right next door to the hotel. So I went to the shopping mall. He recommended get a zip-up hoodie for tomorrow, so when you have the operation you can take it off instead of taking the t-shirt off over your head. So I went and did a bit of shopping, had some food, went to sleep, woke up in the morning, which they took me to the clinic at about 11:30. So once we got to the clinic, I was greeted by the owner of Hair Istanbul, which was very nice to meet the actual person. He's only about in his mid-30s, which is a very successful man. It's nice to see someone of his age being so successful. So we had the consultation, he drew on my hairline and marked out areas where the hair was thin in my head. We agreed on what areas that I wanted in the hairline, which I didn't want a complete straight hairline. He managed to do it how I wanted it, which I was pleased about. After that, they explained to me the procedure, what was going to be done, where they take the grafts and then you stop for lunch and then they put the grafts back in your head. I was in there for a total of 8 hours. Throughout that time, they hooked me up to the IV drip, and we had a anaesthesiist there at all times, which was very good. I found you through Instagram, so that's the first place that I found you. My mate sent a link to me through Instagram, so I had a look at the different procedures that you've done on people and the changes that it made. So it looks like different people on your Instagram when you've done it. I'd had a look at hair transplants before in the UK, which they was very, very expensive for the amount of grafts that you got, and I wanted the full head doing. And I'd looked at the page and I'd seen that it is a complete transformation that they do, and you do a very good job. I'd looked at other companies in Turkey that do hair transplants, but obviously Hair of Istanbul, that is all you specialise in, is hair transplants, where other companies will do a lot of different operations, where you guys just specialise in hair transplants, and you have a lot of good reviews on Google, which I had a look through. I think the only bad reviews that you have is where it says about the price, but if you're paying for the top service, you will pay good money for it, so that is why I chose yourselves to go with. I think for me, the hair transplant, it had always been something that I wanted to do. Like, I had receding going back there, but I was able to style it in a way that you couldn't see it. But if you go out for a night out and the wind blows it, or you get a picture and your hair's all over the place, it just wasn't that good. So it had always been in the back of my mind to get it done, and I was constantly, if I'm going out, touching my hair, trying to cover it up. But now, obviously, once it grows out, I'll have that confidence, and I think it's well worth doing for the money that you pay. The service is 10 out of 10, which I don't usually say that, but it is a very good service that you guys provide, and I'm very happy with the procedure and everything about it. The translators are there all the time to give you information,